Hello, everyone. Welcome to stream. It's been a while. It's true, Sinfire. I am alive. Hey, Tony. Hey, Rhythm. Happy Spooktober. Happy Spooky Day, everyone. My mic loud enough? Looks like it. Levels look good. Hitting -8s, -10s. Should be good. But yeah, happy Spooktobers. Upload my SSD to fix some videos or something. Lol. Last week was a little messy, and also I was a little burnt out from like putting out like 6 videos a week. The month before, so this month's gonna be a little calmer video wise. Still probably gonna aim for about 4, maybe 5 a week, but a little calmer. Plus, we've been wanting to work Tuna back into the videos a bit like we did with the last one, but the logistics of doing a dual style video like that are longer, so it does slow down production time a bit. Is this a treat or a trick? I don't know. Am I a trick? I might be a trick. Depends on how much you're willing to pay me. But hey guys, but yeah, if you want to hop in, sessions code is in the bottom. I need to get my Rotten Guiding. I'm probably gonna be trap spamming for a second, cause I'm trying to get my Rotten Vale Guiding Lands to 6, cause I'm pretty sure that's where it spawns Tempered Acid Glav, cause I need Tempered Acid Glav bits. Yeah, cause I need Tempered Tailblades. Who runs around the table? Yeah, that's what I do when I'm just like passing the time, I suppose. Well, let's see if we got anything in. Nah. Probably gotta do some cycling real quick. Try to get like a Radabon or an Acidic Glavenus or something to spawn. Ideally something that is exclusive to the Rotten Vale region, so we can level it faster. Is there a Halloween event? I forgot I'm supposed to do this every time I vape because people don't like watching me vape in background footage. Lol. But yeah, I don't actually know what's... Actually, is there an event for Halloween? I actually didn't bother checking. Yeah, real quick. Trophy fishing, Oh, interesting. So they have these guys. Great. After I already have investigations for them, they decide to put them into event quests. Son of a bitch. Doesn't look like there's no Halloween event quest. Resident Evil event. Yeah, Resident Evil event's next month. Is the Autumn Fest even going on right now? I have not been playing a lot of Monster Hunter lately. Between like working on videos, managing other stuff, I haven't actually been playing that much Monster Hunter lately. But I need a handicraft for a charm, and in order to get that, I need a Tempered Acid Glav and Guiding Lands. Oh, neat. Appreciate it, Sinfire. I think I already have all the investigations I need for that, but neat. It's useful to know, actually, yeah. That does make sense. Scooch over. Oregon Ravenous, Rothless, Glavenus. Nope. Next spot. Jinx carrier? Lol. We're just waiting for something. We're just waiting for like a tempered, or not a tempered, for like a Rotten Vale exclusive monster to spawn, like a Radabon or a Glavenus. Actually, I don't know if there's any other exclusives other than those two. The next one's Elemental, but it's gonna take a second. There's still some more like testing and numbers we have to crunch for it, and like I mentioned, when we're trying to do the meta videos as duo style videos, but those just take longer to make, so they are gonna take a bit longer to come out because of that. Coral Puke, Zitsiaku, Azurathlos. Actually, I think I need a Coral Puke. I think I need... Don't you need Tempered Coral Puke pots for, like, Elemental R10s? I think. Oh, but it's only level 3, so it's probably not Tempered. Yeah, fuck it. Eventually, we'll get one to spawn. Best light bowgun is dependent on what ammo type you want to use, but the general consensus is the Garuga light bowgun because it's the best at stickies. Yeah, general consensus, because sticky light bowgun's kind of the best right now. Spread's still strong, it's just weird because the best spreads use slide reloads at close range, which kind of fuck up your positioning a bit. And stickies are just really powerful right now for light bowgun. N2 rapid fire is kind of dead because of the fact they didn't bother giving us a support light bowgun level. N2 light bowgun. Yeah, like Herbold said, check out Fumetto's videos. Fumetto has all the bowgun stuff you would ever really need. See, Clutch Claw doesn't bother me because I mostly use heavy weapons, and it's not that bad on heavy weapons, but Jesus Christ, light weapons plus tenderizing is fucking terrible. I hate it. Like, whenever I use longsword, I really enjoy playing new longsword, except for the fact that it takes me 2 hits to tenderize. That is so annoying on longsword, especially because, you know, with longsword on the opener, you want to foresight the raw to build up spirit level, get to red before you wall knock the monster, so that way you can get a helm breaker off on the wall knock, but then you also have to figure out when the fuck to tenderize twice during that. Meta for SA is a bit complicated. Raw is pretty much the same as longsword, so Skull Rathian. But it gets more complicated once you start looking at elemental switch axes. Cause, god damn it, why will it not spawn something with a... Why will it not spawn a Rotten Vale monster? But yeah, like, it's... Raw is Gold Rathian, but Elemental is very, like... Power element file switch axes are very strong. So... The issue is that those ideally need to run Protective Polish, which is problematic play-wise. Looking into some, like, Master's Touch power element file switch axes to see how they compare to Raw. But, like, for sure, the highest possible damage is, like, you have to have God Decos with... Power... With, you have to have God Decos with, a Item Prolonger 3 Protective Polish Power Element File Switch Axe set. The damage is really high on those. Might do some speedrun breakdowns, sure. We'll see how things go. And how I feel towards the end of things. Oh, I didn't watch the 15th anniversary video now. Oh, baby girl makes a good point. I could just lure something. I forgot that's a thing. I haven't played this game in a second. Son of a bitch. Alright, let's just go do this. Turn off my fixed regions. Field research. Rotted. Boop. Alright. I forgot that you can just do that. Yeah, I'll watch it later. I'm really bad about keeping up with Monster Hunter news, despite the fact that the channel is based around Monster Hunter. I'm really bad at keeping up with news about it, and I don't really watch other people's videos on it very often. Most of the research and whatnot I do is from talking with people in Discord or doing testing on my own and whatnot. I don't really watch other videos much. I also prefer to not, because I prefer to not color my opinions with other people's opinions, if that makes sense. Like, I prefer to have my opinion, like, yeah, like I don't really enjoy watching other people's videos because a lot of the stuff ends up being very opinion heavy, and I don't like coloring my own perspective or biasing myself by absorbing other people's opinions, I guess. Defense up is a trap recently. On point that you didn't touch on his defense effect on healing efficiency. Oh, thank you so much for the $5 super chat, Michael Damareth. On healing efficiency, the problem is the issue isn't like the problem with the healing efficiency thing is that the issue isn't that defense up doesn't increase your healing efficiency, because it does. The issue is that the amount of like, compare it to, for example, Divine Blessing 3, you're still on average getting less effective health and healing efficiency out of it. And I guess healing efficiency is a fair point. The problem is it's such a minor amount. Like, if you're looking at it from a healing efficiency standpoint, because it gives you, what is it 11% or 12%? I forget. Because it gives you, like, around 12% increased effective health, that means that it's barely better for healing efficiency than a single level of medicine, of recovery up, because that gives you 10% more healing. So if you're looking at it from a healing efficiency standpoint, it's if you were to run health boost 1 and recovery up 1, you have effectively the same healing efficiency and effective health increase you get from defense boost 7. Like, the issue with defense boost isn't that it is a bad concept, it's that the numbers are just really low. Also, I don't have my stream light on. What is wrong with me? My face looks weird in the lighting. There we go. Boop, there we go. Yeah, so that's the real issue, is that, like, it's not that defense boost is a bad concept. It's just that the numbers are ridiculously low. Like, mathematically, it just doesn't make sense to run it, because, and this is another video we have planned for the near future, which is talking about why damage is good, right? Because, like, here's the thing, damage in of its own, it does make runs safer, despite what people think. Now, obviously, running damage with, like, health boost and Divine Blessing or whatnot makes it even safer, but here's the thing. If you kill a monster 10% faster, you have to deal with 10% less attacks from the monster, right? Like, realistically, on average, that's the same as having 10% more health in terms of how many opportunities you have to get hit. Like, killing something faster makes the run safer. On top of that, Monster Hunter is unique compared to other games where, like, in, like, Dark Souls, if you kill something 10% faster, it only means you have 10% less attacks to deal with, but otherwise the fight's exactly the same. In Monster Hunter, damage is crowd control. When you hit a monster for enough and hit damage thresholds, you cause them to flinch or trip or you dunk them out of the air or things like that. Like, you control a monster's movements by dealing enough damage. But if you have a lower damage set, you're less capable to do that. And it's an even bigger issue when you have to consider that damage is for hit zones, right? Like, flinch thresholds and whatnot are set for hit zones. So if you're trying to hit, like, an Anjanath's head, if you can deal enough damage to get a flinch in a single combo or 2 combos on an Anjanath's head versus 3, getting 1 or 2 combos off is much easier in a small time window while his head's flailing about, compared to trying to land those 3 combos, and depending on monster AI RNG, you get less opportunity to do so. Damage does directly make hunts safer in Monster Hunter, and it's even bigger in Iceborne because of the fact that you have to soften. And the best opportunities you have to soften is when a monster gets Clutch Claw staggered. But Clutch Claw staggered are based off of damage. You have to in other words, your soften lasts for 90 seconds, so you have to deal enough damage to a specific set of body parts total to hit a Clutch Claw stagger in those 90 seconds if you want to keep Tenderize up. So having more damage is directly better for that. So like there's just so many factors in this game that make the reason why we see damage is the meta is not because you should just get good and just hit things better and roll and dodge better, blah blah blah. No, it's because the mechanics are specifically designed to reward higher damage. The higher your damage is, the more monsters trip over, the more frequently they clutch claw stagger, so you can keep the tenderize up, the quicker they die, so you have to deal with their attacks less. Like the more, and also monsters with aura mechanics lose aura when you flinch or trip them, depending on the monster. It's monster specific how exactly that works, but like for example Lunastra, if you frequently trip Lunastra, she never gets to Supernova, because every time she trips, she drops an aura level, and she has to be at a certain aura level to be able to Supernova. Same thing with Teostra. You can, if you run a lower damage set, Teostra Supernovas a lot. If you run a high damage set and play with high aggressive pressure on the head on Teostra, he never gets the Supernova. And like that's just the reality of how Monster Hunter works. Yeah, like I'm not like that's why we say like we're not saying don't run health boost, don't run divine blessing, don't run defensive skills. But the thing is it's important to understand that once you start ditching like crit boost and really big damage multipliers for stuff like defense boost 7 or like recovery up 3 or things that are just lower return on investment, you're arguably making the run harder for yourself but comfier. But you are making it harder because the hunt lasts longer, and because of the fact that, you know, you have more difficulty keeping Tenderize up, you have more difficulty tripping monsters and keeping the AI and movement under control. Like, when you have the opportunities to hit a weak point, you have less burst damage you can fit into that window. So, like, it's one of those things where, like, there are reasons why damage is so strong, and why you should not ignore it if you want to kill things quickly. Sorry, I missed so much of the chat. Plus, Divine Secret is Divine Blessing Secret is a meme, but also if you're running a Rune and a Gigante weapon or a Gold Rathian weapon with a Razor Sharp Charm, you can run Divine Blessing 3 sets and not lose much damage. It's kind of Divine Blessing 5 sets and not lose so much damage. It's kind of a meme, but also at least with weapons that don't need sharpness mitigation, you can actually hit some pretty nice damage numbers on them. Like that Divine Blessing 5 sets are like the furthest I would personally ever go in terms of adding comfiness into my sets, but it's an option. A good build, honestly, for me is just like personally, like I mean, what do I run? So like to me this is like good enough, right? I'm running a full damage set. I'm running Power Prolonger for Switch Axe because it's comfier. I wouldn't recommend it for speedruns, but it's definitely comfier. And when I'm streaming, especially, I can't pay as much attention, because Power Prolonger 3 doubles the time you have for your amp and your Power Axe, which is just way comfier. It's not really that substantial for, like, it's not really worth it, because Power Prolonger 3 is very expensive to build, but, like, it's definitely a good comfier option. And then I have Health Boost 2, or you can fit 3 in here. I just wanted to maintain a specific amount. I wanted to maintain like 100% affinity on non-soften weak points. But you can drop a crit eye for like health boost here. And like pretty much honestly in my opinion, a good comfy set is just damage with health boost 3. Health boost 3 is like plenty most of the time. And Divine Blessing 3 is good too. And gets you a lot, but the problem is the other damage, the only other defensive skill I personally really think is worth running, unless you're running guard on the shield weapon, of course, is Evade Window. Because, like, earplugs is too expensive. It's, like, earplugs is nice, it's just way too fucking expensive to justify running it, in my opinion. For the cost of earplugs 5, you can run Handicraft 4. Or Agitator 4, or, like, big damage multipliers. And then, like, other defensive, like, some matchups, Tremor Resistance is nice. Obviously, you need Mind's Eye for certain matchups, too. Like, there are some situational stuff like that, where, like, for example, on, like, Charge Blade runs against Lunastra, in base game, people would sometimes run Wind Resistance 3 because it let you SAED off of any of her wind presses, and if you were to guard point the wind press in SAED, it wasn't guaranteed to land. But with Wind Resistance 3, you could super armor through with the SAED anytime she wind pressured without having to do a guard points, and it was a free opening for SAED. So there are like situational defensive skills like that, but the problem is like outside of Health Boost 3 and like Divine Blessing 3, there really aren't. And like Evade Window, if like that helps you with your rolling. Outside of those, there really isn't much defensive skills that give you much return on investment that, to me, justifies dropping your damage by a significant degree. Michelle, shut up, you don't get candy. There's no candy. I told you get a stream instead of candy. Fuck, it's been 20 minutes and we haven't hunted anything yet. Alright, let's... I can fucking trap spam while talking, probably, right? Oh shit, I need to... Can I craft some demon powders? Oh shit, I need might seeds. Oh shit. I haven't played in so long and all my stuff's been so neglected. So neglected. Level up. Alright, let's lure something out, assuming nothing switched over while I've been chatting. Just a heads up to anyone who's joining my thing right now, I'm trap spamming because I need to level up Rotten Vale. Because trap spamming's just faster. Oh, cool. If you stand around and idle, nothing changes. So I guess it only increases and decreases when you're actively doing stuff. I didn't know that, actually. Okay, please tell me I have a Radabon. Oh yeah, I have several Radabons. Because I was back farming them a while back. Yeah, Michelle, I really need to farm up some more might seeds. I am really low. But yeah, Zarya, I'm just gonna be trap spamming because I'm trying to get to level 6 so I can get a Tempered Acid Glav in this. Once we have a Tempered Acid Glav, I'll switch back over. I'll actually like fight shit. Yeah, you can toast join. Just know that I'm gonna be spamming traps. So since all I'm trying to do right now is level up my Rotten Vale to level 6 so I can get a Tempered Acid Glav. But yeah, anyone's free to join my Guiding Lands. There he is. Go get him. Oh wait, tracks. For those wondering, this is my trapping set. It has the Scholar Charm because apparently Scholar increases the amount of things you get from picking up tracks in Guiding Lands. I haven't tested it specifically, but I've been told that by multiple sources, so I assume it's probably true. But yeah, so for those of you who don't know, fastest way, this is even faster with 4 people doing it. This is even faster with 4 people doing it because you get 4 times as much, like, point gain per second. But because the amount of gain you get in terms of Guiding Lands level up is based on the research points gain, you can just spam traps on a monster, and it gets faster as they get like higher resistance to the traps, but like each round of that I just got 100 points for Rotten Vale. That's equivalent to breaking 2.5 pots on a monster in terms of the amount of gain you get out of it. So this is just like, and now if you have 4 people you can get 400. You can get 400 per rotation, which is a lot of points. It's by far the fastest way to level these things up. Yeah, the Radabon is pretty huge. They're not normally that big. Yeah, so I'm just gonna spam traps until I hit Rotten Vale level 6. Ah! Knocked him into my trap. That's funny. Radabon also is also a great way to farm Rotten Vale because if you run like a Pierce Heavy Bowgun or something, which I probably should have grabbed instead of what I have right now. If you run a Pierce Heavy Bowgun, you can just break pots on him constantly and then wait for him to pick stuff back up and then break pots again. Because when he does that thing where he like rolls around in the tower and the bones to get bones back on him, and then you can break all his stuff again for like 150 points or something. If you just shoot him down length with a Pierce gun. I just don't think I have a Pierce set saved. Not right now. I think I overwrote it for a different set. Oh yeah, Flashfly Cage. Good idea. I totes forgot about that. I can't now though since we have 3 peeps. Da 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 da. Also, a fun fact for Uragan and Radabon, if you knock them out of their roll, which you can do with like crystal bursts or like you can do like crystal bursts and other certain pods. I normally use torch pods. Ow. If you knock them out of their roll, wow, he is very tenderized. If you knock them out of their roll, normally you can mine their back, right, when they're on the ground. Also works when you wallbang them and everything. But if you do that, you can mine their back and instantly get a lure for specific monsters. It's really nice. It's handy. Random material. Random material. These. With Blastbow? Yeah, that works too. Pierce is just particularly nice because you can just spam like 20 rounds of Pierce and break everything on the Radaband's entire body, and then just like wait till they, you know, switch back over. Oh, you got in the lobby by matchmaking? That's really funny. Lol. Interesting. Yep, you can also shoot a Radaband out of a roll if you're using a ranged weapon. If you don't have a ranged weapon though, you pretty much have to like pod them out of it. Oh look, there's an Acid Glav. Hey Acid Glav, how you doing, bud? No bully! Ah, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch, he rolled away. Well. Lol. I guess I'll just put this here. Real question is, can I get this? Screw it, I'll just break this trap. I mean, at this point, we'll be getting the same amount of points if I trap the Acid Glav or the fucking Radabans. Oh shit, I thought I stepped forward more. Oh, it still worked. Except for this, since he doesn't have a shock trap resistance yet, this will take longer. Alright. What invigorating gameplay. Hey everybody. Oh shit, this is a tempered Radabon? I didn't even notice. We should actually kill this thing at some point. Because tempered Radabon materials are useful for like... No, fuck! I had my fucking Ballcaster out, not a trap. Shit. Womp womp. I thought my trap was active, not the Ballcaster. Womp. Is session full? I have no idea. Boomer moments. But yeah, since he has a shock resistance, like these traps don't last very long now, making it much faster to spam them. How's my guiding? How's it? How are we doing here? Report investigation. Oh, almost there. A few more traps. A few more rotations of traps. We should be good. Yeah, I'll be killing Jinx. I invade. Sure, come ahead, Tony. Please do, Tony. But yeah, Tony, we're in Mathalos right now. Also, the session ID's in the thing, but you can get here faster just by going to Mathalos. Convenient that he's so close. Bye! Man, he's so close to the camp. This is like super convenient for farming. The annoying thing is that the UI doesn't tell you when you level up, but it tells you when you level down. So, like, after a few more of these, I'm gonna have to go to the handler and check to make sure. What, his bones are gone? Ooh, a piece of candy. 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 Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Best horns video? It looks like so far the patrons are leading towards that being the next meta video. So once we finish up Elemental Lances, if it's the one the patrons vote for, we'll be doing that next. All of our meta builds are being voted, like which one we're doing in what order is being voted on by the patrons at the moment. Wait a second, is this doubling over on the audio? I'm not sure if it is. Oh shit. Fucked up! Pick up the bones! Get the fuck out! Let's see, what is... Oh fuck, we'll just turn in and take a look. How we doing? How we doing? Fucking hell. You know what? Let's just kill him at this point. It'll get us to level 6. Let's just kill the motherfucker. I'm bored of doing this already. This is the kind of thing I normally do while watching anime or something, so I can not be bored. Alright, let's go. Swag's question, shoot. I love Swag's questions. Fuck, I rolled too early. Oh shit, I forgot to eat! Aha! Knocked him out of it with the puddle pod! Haha! And now we mine your back! And get a great Gyros blur and some stuff. Neat. Oh, this is already softened, fuck. No, it's not. It's just broken. Well, it softens. And I got hit. Rock steady, don't have to dodge, it's K. Ah, I thought that would hit the tail. Yes, more mining!